So this will be your introduction to Audition. If we want to start with a folder, and you want to put your SFX that are in that folder. And then the next thing we want to do is open up Audition, and we want to set it up to look like this. But I will show you how to do that since yours probably doesn't. So I'm going to. So I picked one of the presets that is very different from what I had, and so now I can just clean this up any way I want. So I'm going to hold Control, close that panel, Control over there, close that panel, close that panel. I like Effects Rack right there. Close that panel. Close that panel. So I've got levels here. If we go to Window, we can see what windows are open or not. And so if we turn back on levels, what I want to do is I want to move it underneath this effects rack. And so I'm just going to click on the word and hover it in this little purple quadrangle so that it's below it. And then I'm going to just squeeze that down. I also want to, even though we're not doing video, we normally will be, and so we want the video panel. And this video panel, I'm clicking on the word and holding it. We're going to put it above the effects rack. So the next thing we want to do is add an audio sample. And let's take Hotel Walla, and I'm just going to hold down Shift. I'm going to click and drag it right into our editor. And I'm going to click on Multitrack, and we're going to call it Audition Intro, your name. And we're going to put it in that same folder. And 4800 hertz 32-bit float stereo is fine. Alright. So I'm going to expand this a little bit. And it doesn't look like our sound file got in, so let's hold down Shift and drag it back in, and there it is. This file, if we look at the whole thing, it's 3 minutes long, and I only want to deal with it for about 10 seconds. And so if I hit the plus minus, it'll grow. We also have this adjustment here to make it grow. Yeah, so like I said, I only want to have about 10 seconds. So we'll start here. One way we can change the audio is right here. Another way we can change the audio is by raising up this volume bar. And now it's back to 0. We have easy ways to do fade in and fade out. I'm going to click on this, hit Command C, come over here, Command V, and paste it. And if we want, oftentimes we will cross dissolve our Walla or our room tone. So it's seamless and nice. And so I'm going to just shorten this up to 5 seconds. Do my Walla. Bring it down to 10 seconds. Let it fade out. We're going to name this track Walla. And I'm going to keyframe a dip in the Walla and let it come back. Like, let's say there's some dialogue that we need to hear better. And hopefully you'll be able to hear this. So this is our editor panel. This is our mixer panel. You'll see that it's also called Walla. Let's pick the music sample. If I hold down Shift, I can drag it in. And let's not overlap these guys because I need to grade them sequentially. I'm going to hit R for razor, and I'm going to just, for right now, just have 5 seconds of it. And we are going to add a sample to this, and so we'll call this thump. And you can see here that we can add effects to each individual clip if we wanted, and we would be doing that by just highlighting it. And we could add one to the clip. I don't like to mess with that too much because if you are looking for a problem in your sound design that you're trying to fix, it's really hard to see that there's filters attached to that. I prefer to work it with track effects. And so what we were going to do is we'll go to our filters, and we are going to go to parametric equalizer. And I'm going to shut that off just for a second. Make sure that you have our loop playback on. And then right here I'm going to hit I for in and O for out so that we can loop this. Okay. And now I'm going to click on low pass, which allows the low frequencies to pass. Now it sounds like a thump truck. Next, I want to make a new track, multi-track, track, add stereo audio track. We'll put up here and we'll call it car pass. And we will go to this truck pass sample and bring it in. And hold Shift to drag it in. And I want to shorten it up to make the event happen more quickly. We'll let it slowly fade in and fade out. And so this is our volume level, but we won't need to mess with that. But this is our pan level. And so what we want to do is make a couple keyframes and have a car pass from left to right or right to left. You won't be able to hear the stereo pass, but so that's one way to play with some stereo effects. Next, I want you guys to bring in the phone conversation. So let's listen to the conversation.
Hello, who is this? This is me. Who are you? I am you. No, you're not. Okay, goodbye.
All right. Beautiful, huh? So I'm just going to take the razor tool and tighten up the conversation a little bit, wanting to keep the room tone alive. Cross dissolving just a little bit into that room tone. Let's hear what they say.
Hello, who is this?
Undo. So we'll put a cut here, hit shift, with a V, undo, bring it down.
This is me, who are you?
Okay. We're going to once again set up our loop with I and O, and we're going to play it back.
Hello, who is this? This is me, who are you? I am you. No, you're not.
Call
Okay,
this
goodbye.
box 1.
Hello, who is this? This is me, who are you?
Call it
I
box
am you.
2.
No, you're not. Okay, goodbye. Hello.
So on this track,
Who
we're
is
going
this?
to add the
This is me. Who are
parametric
you? I am you. No, you're not. Okay,
equalizer.
goodbye. Hello. Who is this?
This time we're
This
going to
is me.
just
Who
let
are
the
you?
highs pass
I am you.
to make it
No,
sound
you're
like
not.
a
Okay, goodbye.
a phone
Hello.
conversation.
Who is this? This is me. Who are you? I am you. No, you're not. Okay, goodbye. Hello. Who is this? This is me. Who are you? I am you.
Okay. And then let's make the pitch of the voice a little higher. Let's try Angry Gerbil. Now,
Hello. This is me. Who are you? No, you're not. Hello.
all right, that's beautiful. I love that. If we want to turn them off temporarily, we can do that. In our mixer window, if you have too many effects and your computer starts slowing down, you can always use this little pre-render button to process the sound and take some of the strain off your processor. Last thing I want to show you guys is a bus filter. We can delete this track, multi-track. We'll delete all the empty tracks. And then I'm going to add a stereo bus track. And we'll call it phone convo. The whole idea of labeling the tracks is so that if somebody else needed to pick up doing your work, they could. It's a good professional practice. And so what we're going to do is we are going to route these two tracks into this bus track. If you hit the backslash, it'll show your whole work flow that you've got going. And so I'm going to, with 2 fingers down, I'm pulling down on my laptop to make the tracks wider so that we can reroute our phone conversation to the phone convo bus, and the same with this one.
Hello. This is me. Who are you? No, you're not. Hello. This is me. Who are you?
So now we have control of just those 2 tracks.
Hello. This
And
is me. Who are you?
A lot of times if you've got a lot of things going, this will simplify your life a lot better. Sound design is generally voices, sound effects, and music. And sometimes you want to bus your sound effects or your music to make your life a little bit easier in terms of the mix. So this is what our world should look like. We're going to export this. File, export. multi-track session, entire session. KB mixed down is good. We want to make sure that we send it to our folder, which it is. Wave is fine. And now we've got our mix right here. Make sure you listen to the whole thing to make sure that it all exported properly. It's a good practice for every project that you do. I need some screen grabs of our world. So on a Mac, if you hold Shift, Command, and 4, we've got this screen grab tool. And that will capture that. And so we'd call this Audition Intro. Your name. And we want to do the same thing with the mixture panel. If you want to capture the whole desktop, just hold Shift Command 3 and it'll take a picture of that. So this is the edit panel. Edit panel. Audition Intro Mix Panel. Before we do a final render, the last thing I want to show you is how to play with the master channel. Go to Special. We can click on Mastering, and I'm going to pick Subtle Clarity. Turn off the reverb. And then we are going to go to Amplitude and Compression, pick Hard Limiter. And we are going to pick the default as -3. And so what that'll do is that'll guarantee that our mix won't overdrive and distort when we're doing our mix. So
this is me. Who are you? No, you're not.
You'll notice that it doesn't go above.
This is me. Who are you? No, you're not. Hello.
And if
this is me. Who are you?
And on off the mastering, and you'll notice that the loudness can get louder. And if you want it the louder, you can always make it louder here by changing this. And if you want to change the frequency that you boost, you can move it there. Alright, so that is your introduction to Audition.